You're on, whenever. Today is July 24th, 2017 at approximately 2018. Oh man, I'm bad tonight. Before the camera came on, there was a lot of excitement in this room. So, sorry. Anyway, it's 2018. This is the sitting of the Sutton Historical Commission. I passed out minutes for our last meeting on June 12th. However, I will take the hit. I had some errors in there, and it was dated incorrectly. So for that, I will not submit them until next meeting, though they are done. So we're going to hold off. Did not submit due to grammatical errors. Okay. So we won't have an approval from the minutes. And in May, we did not have a meeting, so there was no May minutes. And having no public in the room, at this time, there will be no public forum or public hearing, which brings us right to our public shade tree review for 315 Central Turnpike.
Are you guys familiar with the public shade bylaw?
Kinda. So I'm glad you brought that.
I didn't. They're right out on the bullet.
Yeah, you should have just said you'd brought them. That would have really looked good for.
You brought it into the room.
If you would like,
Yeah,
I'll go and get.
Paul's right. You
couple
did
more.
bring them into the
I'll
room.
get a couple more copies if you want.
No, I'm okay. Actually, I have them at home, and I have read them.
So, forgive me, but that sounds more like a conservation thing than a historical thing.
We have to see if there's a historical impact.
Okay.
There are some very historic trees that we've
Okay,
Sure
so
there are.
let's,
Yeah. Right down Singletary Avenue.
we'll all have a
Lot of
chance to
big
view
old
this.
maples.
I'm gonna read it for the public that are at home. Attached, please find a copy of the applications submitted by Rafferty and Rafferty Builders Incorporated to remove one 8-inch maple tree and a section of remains of a stone wall in order to install a driveway and related for a pipe culvert for a new single-family home located at 315 Central Turnpike. And the project review form is submitted to the Historical Commission for their comments of any historical impact.
So it's the stone wall will be impacted as well.
So it says one 8-inch tree,
Yeah.
which I did not see, and they said existing 8-inch maple tree, which is here, to be removed, and I don't see where the stone wall is.
Well, I'm guessing it's right here, right?
Oh, yeah, in a section of stone wall, relocate 20 plus or minus feet of existing stone wall subject to scenic road bylaw. So, I know where this is, if I remember correctly, it's a one lot prior to Purgatory Road, correct?
I don't know.
So, it's one lot,
Can I make a suggestion?
sure.
In the future, if you could,
Oh, I should have put it on there, yeah.
if you could put in what the project is
Yeah,
and
it
where
was-
it is, then we would be able to look it up. before
So
we
this is
come
where it
to the
is,
meeting.
Donna. If you're pulling out of Purgatory onto Central Turnpike,
Going left or right?
you're taking a left, heading towards Uxbridge Road,
That's a left.
pulling out of Purgatory.
Oh, Purgatory.
Taking a
Okay.
left.
Yeah.
It is about 200 feet up on your left-hand side. It's an empty lot,
Tree.
Okay.
tree lot, empty tree lot. It's,
'Cause they did for sale sign,
right,
yeah.
my mistake.
There's a little ranch house right here.
Yes, there's a ranch house that was empty for a while on the corner of Uxbridge and Central Turnpike.
That was, what's his name?
Long time ago. So this is a retreat lot. Well, it looks like the house is going to be proposed house.
Far back.
Pretty far back. You're talking 200, 503 feet off the road. Right, approximately. Because you're 265 to here, and then another probably 265, 250. Even though that says 503, it just worked out right. Okay, so I really don't, I'm very familiar with the area. I saw the for sale sign. I'm gonna pass it to my right first, so if you look. And what we're looking for is knowing the area and where it's located, if there's a historical impact on an existing area or that property or the scenic road. Donna and I have done a lot of these.
8-inch tree isn't a very big tree.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
And I personally think that those, when they were seedlings and saplings, should have been removed.
Yeah.
That's my
Does that
personal
section of
opinion
Central
about that.
Turnpike actually have a scenic road designation?
Yeah, I think that is. I believe it is. And here's your
Oh,
wall.
there's your blown up section.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you have us look at the little?
Well, because I figured you'd flip the page.
According to the bylaw, they're supposed to have a photo.
Yeah, and I don't see that, but. Well, Donna, you would agree that's not a historical area,
Well,
or would you agree or not?
I
agree?
don't, that isn't necessarily true. Will what they're planning to do have any bad consequences? That's what we need to.
Well, I
think
figured
about.
we'd go in steps. Is there historical visual impact? Probably
I don't
not.
know. I don't know. I mean, I
What
don't
made that
have.
area historical?
Not, it's not really designated anywhere as an historic area.
Was it part of King's property at one time?
Well, it was probably, I don't think it was part of it. It probably would have been on the other side of the path, because Central Turnpike was just a path.
See, I don't have a visual at all. You know, I can't like close my eyes and see what I'm supposed to be looking at, but 8-inch tree isn't very big.
It's the wall, so there's
And the
20 feet of
wall,
wall,
The
and
20 feet of wall.
Yeah.
what
Looks
we
like-
usually do in a wall is we tell
Right.
them to keep the existing rocks on the property and somehow reincorporate them.
Right. And
Either
not-
a turn in-
And not to rebuild,
They're showing it as a turn-in.
not
Yep.
to, you know,
Yep.
do something like they've done down here across the street from me, that one,
Right.
those, they need to keep it compatible with the rubble wall.
Which,
the
by the
stone
way, we
walls
never,
are
now that I
called
think
rubble
about it,
walls.
we never got a
No.
visual, we never got a notification on those.
No. And another one is down at the
Yep.
Pleasant Valley.
Yeah. Anyway, so with this one, it appears as though they have them reconfiguring the wall as a 90-degree turn, going
That's what I see.
parallel with the driveway.
So they're gonna take the stones out, and then what?
Turn them.
Turn them 90 degrees, 10 feet on either side.
According to that layout.
So there'll be 10, you'll pull into the driveway and there'll be 10 feet of exactly the same kind of stone wall
That's according to what that's saying, and we can write that, that's what we usually write,
Well,
like
that
we
is
did with
what we-
Manchog.
We're assuming not kind of the same wall, but the stones, right?
Yeah, that's what we write, is that,
But we
doesn't
don't-
mean they
We
accept
don't
it.
want a beautiful laid stone wall either, we want it to be,
Rustic.
Well, so here's the issue, I
Rubble.
think that wall is kind of present but not present, it may not even be a wall in some sections, if I remember correctly. I don't remember it being a perfectly,
I don't think it's, I mean, I picture that pretty well, and on that side, I don't really feel like that wall is highly visible.
yeah, I think because it's low
most
and,
of the stone walls are because there's too many volunteer trees that are in the
Yeah.
sides of the roads aren't taken care of. I think that's a scenic road issue. But, I know it's costly.
what's the turn in on each side, 10 feet
Well,
approximately?
If they're saying that's 20, then I would say
They're not
that's 10.
showing the measurement, they're
No.
just showing it as a 90-degree angle.
Right,
Using existing stone according to that
yeah.
blueprint.
It's not physically oh, wait a minute. It just says relocate 20 plus or minus feet of existing stone wall subject to scenic road bylaw. So that's like there's a big
Okay.
arrow.
But the thing is, it needs to be compatible with what's there.
Yeah, I don't know, so here's the issue, I'm not sure there's a really good wall there in the first place. So how does that define changing the wall? So we can always write, wall appears to be scattered and unstacked in areas. If it's going to be rebuilt in a rustic New England style as existed, and 20 feet of existing wall being removed should be 90-degree angled and turned up driveway as indicated in the plot
Yeah.
plan. Does that
It's
sound?
just gotta be consistent with our
Okay.
stone walls that we're so proud of. Except we
Well,
can't see them
so
anymore.
maybe, do you wanna use the word dry laid, cause rubble?
All right, you're good at
They're
that.
rubble
You're
walls,
good at
aren't
that.
they?
Well, yeah, and dry, but
Yeah.
Do you need a pen?
I had one.
So, this will be nice, it's in your writing, so this is our suggestion to be proposed in front of the planning board.
Reuse existing stones.
Yes.
New,
The tree has to come down because of what? Because they're putting the
Yeah, because
driveway
it's in the
up.
wall, it's right in the open spot.
it's actually
yeah.
where they wanna put a culvert,
Yeah, and I don't think that's, that,
so it's that has nothing to do with the wall, according to
No.
this, it
Right.
has to do with a culvert.
so
for
we'll make note at the end, note, tree removal has no impact, or,
New,
what do you think of that, Donna?
Yeah, I mean, I can't, again, I don't have a visual. This is why I hope in the future,
Yeah, I know, I forgot to do it.
'cause then
I'm getting,
you can check, you know.
wait till you're 50.
I know, it was a good year.
What, last year? Here's what's the problem is, I'm 1 year away from retirement, so I'm getting that loopy, can't pay attention thing. Oh, I haven't.
I'm stuck on a word.
Okay,
Dry laid, consistent, how do I spell that?
consistent with existing New England style wall.
Yeah, how do I spell consistent?
Uh,
I'm completely
C-O-N.
hitting them.
Yes,
Dry laid, rubble,
I got
whatever
dry
you wanna
laid,
call
yeah.
it.
consistent,
Call it, you know.
SISTENT, consistent.
Consistent. Well, whoever types this up's gonna have to spell
They're
check
gonna
that.
just read it from it, so don't worry, I know they still know exactly what it is. Consistent with existing New England style walls in that area.
Well, existing
Sutton walls, you
Sutton
know.
walls.
walls that it is tied into,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's, the most important is that it matches this wall and this wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that after you 90-degree them?
Oh, I called it a turn-in wall.
Turn-in wall,
I didn't wanna subject them exactly to 90 degrees, cause
yeah, that's true, right. Turn-in wall should be dry laid consistent with existing wall that is tied into as shown on plot plan.
as shown on drawings labeled, what's this labeled? It's labeled as resource area plan. Dated November 27th,
Yeah, I'm
2017.
gonna get that. Eleven 27/17. Better get that date right.
Yeah. 17.
And I'm just gonna write no issue with the removal of 8-inch existing tree. Is that correct?
Don't say issues that make it sound
No
like
what?
we
No
have
what?
issues.
Well, give me
We
one.
find no,
No,
adverse impact,
No finding against,
no adverse impact
no adverse impact.
of the, the removal of the 8-inch tree. Because that's actually what we review for adverse impact
Right.
and ways to mitigate it if it's there.
What is today's date? July 24th. We have.
Alright. It's not coming up nice and tight for you.
And the planning board will take in consideration and recommendations made hereon before taking legal action on the above project. Lack of timely response may be deemed an approval of the proposal. Reuse existing stones. New turn-in wall should be dry laid, consistent with existing wall that it is tied into. As shown on drawings labeled Resource Area Plan data 11/27/17. No adverse impact of removal of 8-inch tree. You guys are the best. How much do these cost? Have made, you think?
Drawings,
$4,000.
probably.
Okay.
Probably, actually, the whole set, probably more, because it was showed the septic fields.
Keith,
House location, travel.
next time indicate address.
And do you wanna mention there was no photo
Donna
included?
was mad at
There
me.
was no photo, in that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it does say on the shade tree law. Thought I just. Photos of tree and surrounding.
Oh, I think I'm gonna read this. Okay, so I wrote, Keith, next time indicate address for Donna. Donna was upset with my lack of experience. Okay?
It may be that there was a photo submitted, but there weren't copies for, to give to people for review. So,
If it was a 20-inch tree, I think a photo would be far more relevant than a 8-inch tree anyway.
Wait, did we write reuse the stones?
Yeah,
We did?
I did.
Oh, yeah, okay. I wish I'd,
I didn't write moss side up though.
you know how you get that? Yogurt. You slap yogurt on the walls, stones, and they'll turn into lichen.
Oh,
Okay,
what?
yeah. All right, next thing, open discussion and updates
on what?
on anything.
Anything?
This is your time to,
I just wanna go on record and say that was not my cow, that was loose at the Blacksnake.
It looked like one of yours. I thought it was cool. I love the Sutton site, the pictures that,
That's it.
I think
You're so easy to
Jim,
blame.
Jim's gonna be mad at us for not staying on subject tonight. But, since we're on that subject, we had no escapes while your cows were at my yard last week.
Excellent, see that?
This is the escapeless week. Excellent. Okay, any open discussions, anything new? None. Old business? Hearing none. New business. I happen to have town info on the town meeting for Monday, October 15th, 2018. The last day to submit articles for warrant is Thursday, August 16th, 2018. End of day. Last day to register voters for town meeting is Tuesday, September 25th at end of day. Or that's the last day to register, so you have up until September 25th. And the last day to post a warrant for the town meeting is Friday, October 5th, 2017. Any comment? Okay. Hold on. Announcements, correspondence. Announcements, correspondence are as follows. Online training. I know that at least 3 of us have done it in this room. I believe that Wally has done it too. I'm not sure about Mr. Clerk. And I believe Paul's been very active in 4-H and unavailable, but he is aware of it. And
Just received my lovely packet.
Well, we didn't wanna say that until
Oh,
we,
sorry.
but that's okay. So, we'll get to that. There is a mandatory deadline, I'm not sure what it is, I think it's the end of this month. It's an online training. Okay, that's done.
Takes a while to get through
It does.
it. Yeah, I got mine, I did mine on the 7th.
Okay. And also, we have, congratulations, yay! Donna has been served notice at the July 10th, 2018. You've been reappointed as a member of the Historical Commission. And this term will expire on June 30th, 2021, at which time you can request a reappointment. Thankfully for your
I'm still
continual
around.
willingness to volunteer. Well, you just turned 50. Thank you for your dedicated service, Donna. I know that it's been many, many years. Might have been off and on, but there's still decades involved.
Yeah, but
Right.
seems like.
Seems like I know. It's like we just started.
Meeting in Rufus Putnam.
Remember? Oh, look who else got one. It's me. I have the same appointment. So, any other new announcements or correspondence? I don't believe I missed any. Okay. How about a motion to adjourn?
Motion to
That we
adjourn?
And it's 7:27. Motion's on the floor, and
Second that.
it's seconded, and all those to adjourn without any further business on this July 24th, 2018 meeting. Aye. Any nays? Nay. Passed. You can kill us. He's gonna kick me off.